Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to VTM Bloodlines Clan Quest. And we are here in the Skyline Apartment Haven, guys. In the last episode, we got our marching orders from Andre, and I'm very curious to see what's about to happen because we're heading into unknown territory, at least for me. Baptism by fire. Having failed to bring in Gary, Andre has given you a tall order to fill. Retrieve the Ankaran sarcophagus, which traded hands somewhere in East LA, as well as establish yourself with one of the Sabbat packs residing there. He encouraged you to find Victoria to this end. Victoria is apparently a Setite, which is awesome because you haven't seen a follower of Set in this game. But if she's Sabbat aligned, that probably means that she's a Serpent of the Light, which is the name of the Setites who actually follow the Sword of Cain. So that's going to be very interesting when we head to East LA, I assume via taxicab. Before we do that, though, we have some bookkeeping to do here. I wanted to check my email before we head out. And we have 2 unread emails. The cost. The cost of an attack is often paid later. Ominous. Cheap Rolex. Ain't the only stuff that we got, man. We got much hotter, much deadlier stuff, you know? Oh, this is from Larry. Okay. And like all other quality LA proprietors, we get new stock in all the time. So check it out. Well, maybe Gary has some new items. I mean, we can go ahead and talk to him before we head over to the taxi, so that will work. Maybe he'll have some new firepower for us to procure. Also, while we're here at our desk, we do have some new reading material as well, because Andre hooked us up with the Code of Milan. Andre gave you this document, a copy of the Code of Milan, describing the code of conduct required by and for all members of the Sabbat. 1. The Sabbat shall remain united in its support of the sect's regent. If necessary, a new regent shall be elected. The regent shall support relief from tyranny, granting all Sabbat freedom. All Sabbat shall do their best to serve their leaders as long as said leaders serve the will of the regent. That's 2. 3. All Sabbat shall faithfully observe all of the Auctoritas Rite. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the Latin there. 4. All Sabbat shall keep their word of honor to one another. 5. All Sabbat shall treat their peers fairly and equally, upholding the strength and unity of the Sabbat. If necessary, they shall provide for the needs of their brethren. 6. All Sabbat must put the good of the sect before their own personal needs, despite all costs. 7. Those who are not honorable under this code will be considered less than equal and therefore unworthy of assistance. 8. As it has always been, so it shall always be. The Lex Tallianus shall be the model for immortal justice by which all Sabbat shall abide. 9. All Sabbat shall protect one another from the enemies of the sect. Personal enemies shall remain personal responsibility unless they undermine the sect's security. 10. All sect members shall protect Sabbat territory from all other powers. 11. The spirit of freedom shall be the fundamental principle of the sect. All Sabbat shall expect and demand freedom from their leaders. 12. The ritus of monomancy shall be used to settle disputes among all Sabbat. 13. All Sabbat shall support the Black Hand. 14. All Sabbat have the right to monitor the behavior and activities of their fellow sect members in order to maintain freedom and security. And 15. All Sabbat possess the right to call a council of their peers and their immediate leaders. And the final one, 16. All Sabbat shall act against sect members who use the powers and authority the Sabbat has given them for personal gain at the expense of the Sabbat. Action shall be taken only through accepted means, approved by a quorum of Prisci, or Prissy. I'm not exactly sure how that's pronounced. But yeah, and you would think that the Sabbat were nothing more than brutes. The thing about it is, the stereotypes that a lot of the clans hate being referred to, that goes for the sects as well. There's just as many monsters in the Camarilla as there are, I guess, undercover monsters. And the Sabbat is no different. As you can see, we have Heather here and something a little bit more provocative. I think we're going to go back to her classic look because I like the glasses. She doesn't wear the glasses in any of her other costumes. So let's go ahead and have a chat with her.
I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting forever. I've been kind of nervous. I can't feel you inside my veins anymore. I just need a little more, please. Master, just a few drops.
Those physics, though. I don't know. What have you done for me lately, Heather?
What do you want me to do? I've given you everything. I've been good to you. If I failed you, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Don't you understand how much I need you? How much I love you?
I guess you've earned it. Come here.
Thank you. Amazing. I feel so much better. Like I'm the most important person in the world. Next to you, of course.
Well, isn't that cute? I'll see you later, Heather. And actually...
Master?
Oh, we can get blood from her, too. We might as well top off the tank. About your appearance. Change it.
Okay.
See that you have by the time I get back.
Master?
And I need your blood. Right under Jeanette's photo. Alrighty. There we go. I had my finger on the feed button just in case her stocks were low from previous. Last thing we want to do is kill our ghoul. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and visit Fat Larry, and then we'll head to the taxi and see if that's the way to head to East LA. Elevator go down the hall. Elevator stop. We can also feed from this guy too. We just have to be really careful about it. Make sure he is not aware of what happened to him. Otherwise he'll shoot you like the moment that you walk in. Don't ask me how I know that. And as we saw in the last episode, I figure any place that we go that has a ton of Camarilla influence is going to be either empty or probably hostile to us. Same for the Anarchs.
My man, what is up?
I need to do some shopping, Larry. I got your email. And you have pretty much nothing for me. Nothing new. Well, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and sell the Cult Anaconda for right now. And let's see. Damage potential 16, lethality of 9. We got a lot of bullets, though, is the thing. Fire rate is high. Well, this is the kind that's used by most of the law enforcement officials. What else can we sell? Oh yeah, we had another fancy ring. There we go. Let's go ahead and max out our shotgun ammo. There's only one fight I know of that we're definitely going to have to use a ranged weapon. Uzi, 460. That's what I was thinking about. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and go with the Uzi over the Cult Anaconda. So let's buy the Uzi. And max out that ammo. Cool. Actually, it looks like we need to load the guns before we can grab the rest. Let's do that now. Nothing to see here, folks. And we're full up there.
My man. Check it out, step right up.
Okay, ammo's still full with the Uzi, but can we grab another?
Check it out, step right up.
Alright. I think we are in good shape. Now, I was told ahead of time we need to be careful whenever we load East LA. And by the load screen, I assume that means we talk to the taxi driver, because the game can crash. A lot of this content, actually all of this content, wasn't in the original game, so it can be a little bit finicky. Let's see where it is on the map.
Going somewhere?
I assume east. Oh, never mind. Take me to East LA. And no map. And here we go. Oh, it has its own music. I was really curious about that. Sorry, I'm just kind of taking it in. There's the Venture Tower. Oh, this is sick. I don't know where we're going. Well, we need to find Victoria. Might as well get kind of a feel for our surroundings. Is that the General Lee? That it is. This is a dangerous place to park the General Lee. Or not exactly the smartest option either. Okay, we've got a... I don't want to go into any of the buildings yet until I know for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to someone. Mustache Chunk.
Hey, sorry, man.
We're going to have a lot of Spanish here in East LA, so I'm not sure. I apologize for butchering that language as well. Looks like we can go into all of these places, potentially. I say that as that area is obviously blocked. Oh, we got a nice Spanish-style church here. Got some picnic. Oh, I love it. You guys did such a great job on this mod. And I assume we go in here for something. Santa Cruz Church, built by Manuel G. Flores. Construction began November 13th, 1916, under His Excellency Henry Grandjean. Established as parish February 12th, 1919. I wonder if those dates are going to be important. Victoria could be in here. One of the reasons that the Sabbat are probably able to easily operate here in East LA is because the Sabbat also acts like kind of perversion of the Catholic Church, and they are heavily fortified in Mexico City. That's actually where the region is based. The Taco Shop Company. Okay, we can go into the taco shop. That's awesome. We've got a park here that looks like a mini Slenderman level. Need to find a convenience store. That's normally where you have to go for info on stuff. Munoz Auto Service, family owned for 40 years. That's nice. El Tenampa Bar. Veronica's Salon. Oh man, this area is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. That's great. Like, where's the taxi? Kind of lost where the taxi is. Office space available. Plasma Farm Plasma Center. Turn your red into green. As a man turns his beer into pee. Even the music sounds a little bit Latin. Check cash. Are you a lady of the evening that we can chat with? No? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume. Got... Ooh, the entrance to the sewer. The sewers here are probably not safe. We got oranges. Oh god, another salvage yard. Doesn't look like we can go through there, fortunately. Me and salvage yards don't really get along all that well. Okay. So let's see. Oh, these are like projects. Not really projects, it's just an apartment complex. 10, we got Christmas lights, that's a good sign. Can't go through there. I guess lights are a clue. Got a red blood slash here over number 1. That might be marked somehow. Doggies! Hey there, buddy. It's like, you're about to bite me, aren't you? You look like someone I can talk to. Wearing a Faith No More t-shirt.
Yo, didn't expect to see you creeping around these parts, trader. Figured the Sabbat would have chewed you up and spat you out by now.
And how do you know so much about me?
You made a lot of waves since you got here, dude. First in the courtroom, then when you betrayed everyone to run off and join the Sabbat. You don't have many friends left these nights.
So this guy's probably a Gangrel, because the high levels of animalism or animal kin to have the dogs around him. They could be Gould. Gould Rottweiler. Yowza. And his eyes indicate that he's frenzied a few times. Gangrel, if they frenzy enough times, they gain a permanent animal feature. And who exactly are you supposed to be?
Name's Jesse. Street artist, adrenaline junkie by trade. Whatever it is you're up to, just count me out. And if you're smart, you'll mind your own business and stay out of my way.
How do you know about the courtroom? Are you Camarilla?
I'm loyal to no one but myself and my pets. Well, LaCroix would tell you a different story, but I don't put too much stock in the words of a Ventrue prince.
Definitely a Gangrel. So, what are you doing here then?
Like I said, Prince has got me under his thumb for a bit. So I'm just keeping an eye on the Sabbat, following their nightly plots, hoping to get this monkey off my back sooner than later.
And why haven't the local packs eaten you alive by now?
They know I'm here. They just don't care. I'm not worth the trouble. I mean, look at me. Do I look like a guy with a plan? Hell, they're probably half hoping to score a defector.
So you don't care what they... You don't care that they do?
Kid, there's not much in this world I do care about. My dogs, my art, anything else is just survival.
How do you know so much about me, then?
I'd rather mind my own business, but being in the City of Angels seems like that's not an option. So I keep my ear to the floor. That's just smart. You should try it sometime.
Do you even care about watching the Sabbat?
Kid, there's not much in this world I do care about.
Well, just keep away from me then, Cammy.
Hold up. Why are you doing this? You really think that the Sabbat is going to be any better than the Camarilla?
No. But at least with the Sabbat, I don't have to hide in the shadows like a coward.
The Sabbat pack a mean bark, but I promise you, when the shit hits the fan, they'll let their fear guide them along with the best of the cowards. Mark my words, they're gonna let you down big time.
And why should I believe anything that you say?
However you play this, you're gonna have a lot of questions. Maybe I'll have some answers for you.
And why would you want to help me exactly?
Yeah, guess I just have a soft spot for strays. Peace.
So I guess he's kind of our guide here. I wish we had asked about... Ooh. Wish we had... Oh, we're in a skate park. Okay, cool. Are we being... Oh, do we have a friend? Hey, buddy. Okay. It's like another mouth to feed. Nolan with the Gould Rottweiler would be amazing, though. Well, let's travel along this way. I think that's the house that we saw originally. Can we go in here? Nope. I think we may have scoped out the... Yep, there's the taxi. I think we may have scoped out everything that we can. It seemed that Jesse was the only, like, NPC that we could talk to unless we start going down the alleyways. Hi. Volkswagen bus. Office. Oh, it's glowy. Why is it glowy? Ariana, Sophia, Gordo, Victoria. And I don't think that's her last name. Number 1. Oh, alrighty. And Gordo's at number 4. So that's how we find out who's who and where's where. Okay, 15. So I guess that was... Don't know who's in number 10 yet. Let's go talk to Victoria first. And kind of see what happens. I think there's going to be a lot to do here. At least we have one person to speak to. Oh, that's a cool design.
So, this is the prince's newest plaything. This is the one everyone thinks so much of. I wonder if Andre played a joke when he called to say you were coming. You look ragged and soft, like a child's juguete, used up and discarded. Is there even any fight left in you, eh?
And who the hell are you supposed to be?
Name's Victoria. But until you earn a place in the Sabbat, Lick, you call me Ductus. I know who you are, but what I'd really like to see is whether you can even bear those fangs. Or did the Camarilla leave you so spineless you could never stand among the Sabbat?
I like the voice acting. Spare me your shit attitude. We've got business to discuss.
Espera, gringo. That's not how this works. You don't walk into my house and expect to eat at the table. Sabbat doesn't work like you soft, gullible camarilla putas. No. First you'll chase scraps. First, I need to see how far you'll go to please me.
Would you like me to take off that name from your mailbox, then? So someone else wants something from me. What a surprise. What is it?
Don't worry. My boots only need so much licking before I know you're worthy to hold our sword. Until then, my problems are yours. And there's one for which I need an outsider.
Yeah. Get on with it.
You've met the Mac, yes?
No. Should I?
Tiene la sombra. Kind of a small-time alcahuete. Pimp. He keeps a house down the street and a few girls. He operates here freely, but he makes some money. No es me importa, pero One of his girls, immortal. She's of interest to me. The chains he keeps her with are not the kind you can see, but I want her free from his bondage. You'll be the one to change his mind.
And what's so important about this girl?
It's not your concern. You're not here to ask questions, just do what you're told.
Look, whatever, Miss Sensitive. You seem like a bad bitch. You've got soldiers. Why not just take her back by force?
Because he's Sabbat. We don't steal from each other, and we don't maim each other. Not if we don't have to. A child of those deceitful camarilla pendejos. I don't expect you to understand what having a shred of honor looks like.
Okay. But have you even tried to talk to him yourself?
I don't put my nose in the shit directly. You're convincing him, so I'm convincing him.
Fair enough. I'm on it.
Bueno, se llama Ariana. She used to live here in the nest, among the pack. Do what you must, but get her home in one piece. Do this and you'll have my attention.
I'll be back when she's home. So she's Setite. Serpent of the Light. That's interesting to me because Serpents of the Light are usually more in tune to like voodoo and things of that nature. Kind of a different flavor than the Setites, who are all kind of Egypt and Set and all that. But as I said before, sometimes the stereotypes aren't stereotypes. They could be from all different walks of life. Actually, she reminds me more of a Tahlequah, which are the based the South American sect of Setites. Oh, I can't even raid the fridge? That's unfortunate. I wonder if we get a haven here. That'd be interesting. Okay, so let's check. Victoria has asked you to relinquish a prostitute working for the MAC. She advised you to do whatever it takes to set her free without hurting her or inviting any conflict with the MAC. Cool, let's actually look at our character sheet here. We've got 16 experience to spend, guys. What do we want to do here? We can increase our intelligence. Actually, we need to increase our strength, don't we? That's a cost of 12. That's going to give us a little bit more offensive oomph. I think now's the time that we're really going to start focusing on upping our combat abilities. I'd like to get dodge up to 5, strength up to 5, melee up to 5, fortitude 5, even presence 5. I think we're pretty good on everything else right now, except maybe security. But I guess we'll see. So that gives us 4 experience left, and we'll need 9 to get dodge up to 4. We'll just start hitting it like that, maybe. Actually, let's get our presence up next. Actually, I'll take that back. We're going to do that right now. So everything will be up to 3. And then it'll be a lot easier to get something else going. So where exactly is the MAC? Not a whole lot of not a whole lot of clues there. By the way, it was brought to my attention that there's times when this game is trying to load and it'll switch over to my desktop for a second or two. I apologize for that, but I was having a problem before that if this game crashed or kind of wigged out or something, it would actually stop my recording, so I'm recording the entire screen of my computer. So I'm kind of overcompensating, so it's working though, so that's good. Just kind of want to lessen the amount of time I have to edit. So I didn't see any prostitutes out here. I don't really want to assume, you know? Oh, we got a basketball court over here too. Cool. Any members from any other clans hanging out here? I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and have a chat with our Gangrel friend and see if maybe he knows where the Mac is. Utilize the tools that we have started to procure. I just need to remember where he is. Actually, it didn't... boo. Yeah, he actually might be part of the apartment complex. I didn't even think about that. Well, let's talk to him first, and then we'll see what happens. The only thing I've really been told about this expansion is that there is I guess you could call it an expansion. The thing that you need to do the most is if you want one of the certain endings, you have to max out your combat stats, like completely.
What's cracking?
I've got some questions for you.
What's up?
Can you tell me about someone?
Who?
Victoria.
As far as I can tell, she's the only one here with any real weight to throw around. She runs the cartel and the drug trade from the shadows. Gives her muscle and a steady flow of income. No surprises she's scheming to be the next bishop.
Okay, that's more Setite-like. Any weaknesses?
Well, like any good Sabbat, she's greedy. But unfortunately for you, she's a Setite, so that's just her second nature. Before she's done, she'll make enemies into friends and friends into neat little piles of ash.
I should go. Wait,
What's cracking?
can we... I don't want to talk politics with him.
What's up?
I want to ask about a place.
Like where?
What's East LA all about?
Other than the Sabbat, it's actually a pretty nice little barrio. The neighbors mind their own business. I've got a steady supply of stray dogs and cats. And aside from the occasional little cholo punk that thinks he's the big jefe, most of the people here are pretty good to each other.
What do you think about downtown?
You like corporate art, overpriced parking, overrated clubs, and flavorless vitae, all with a hint of pretension, then it's totally for you.
And what about Chinatown?
The Kuei Jin run that side of town. Can't tell you much because I'm smart enough to keep my distance. Those devils won't think twice to slice your head clean off. So if you're smart too, just stay away from there.
There's something else.
What's up?
Let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Let's talk politics.
Always a favorite topic. What's on your mind?
Tell me about the Camarilla.
If licking boots and being a floor mat is your thing, go for it. Conventional society was never for me. Not when I was alive, and not now.
Are you an anarch then?
The anarchs are fine, I guess. Just seems unnecessary. They say there's no oligarchy, but I still see the rules on the wall and the barons everyone's gotta answer to. Going it alone is your best bet, but I guess they're a close second.
He observed the same kind of things that Nolan did. And what about the Sabbat?
The Sabbat are just as bad as the Camarilla. Worse, maybe? I get we're monsters or whatever, but dudes really just need to chill the fuck out. Keep your distance from these fucks. They might just convince you they have real answers.
So tell me, what is it about them that makes them so monstrous anyways?
Well, like any cult, usually the most fucked up things about it are how people join and how they stay in. Or to put it into Sabbat terms, mass embrace and the Valderie.
Mass embrace.
It goes like this. The Sabbat cruise through your hood, nab a bunch of people, doesn't matter who. Turn them, put them 6 feet under. The ones that dig themselves to the surface get their throat slit with a shovel and made to fight. The ones strong enough to survive all that get the privilege of directing all that newfound rage at the Sabbat Elders' enemies. Sounds like a trip, right?
Oh, I love that. I can't believe I missed out on a shit show like that.
Anyone ever tell you you're fucked in the head?
Whatever. Tell me about the Valkyrie.
Well, for a bunch of bloodthirsty fucks, they have to ensure some degree of loyalty. You know about blood bonding, don't you?
Have I? I'm pretty sure we've seen blood bonding in terms of with Heather, so I'm going to say sure. What about it?
There's a science to it. Mix a bunch of vamps' blood together in one cup, and you've got a vitae cocktail. Whole packs of them regularly empty their wrists into a community cup. Take turns sipping that shit.
And what does that do?
Makes them crazy loyal to one another. It's not a full blood bond between any one of them, instead a fucked up fraternity of beasts. If it weren't for the Valkyrie, they'd just as soon rip each other's throats out. So instead, they spread the hate on anyone that's not in their little gang.
Weird. Well, I should get going. Drop some knowledge on us. Alright guys, well the only knowledge that we don't have is where the Mac lives. But we'll track that down here soon enough. We'll go ahead and end it here, and we will pick it up next time. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.